morning, Abby. It's Tuesday. Did you know that the world's tallest man, who is almost 9 feet tall, was born in Illinois? So the world's tallest man is named Robert Pershing Wadlow, and when I first read about him on the internet, he really didn't seem that interesting to me. He was just a good answer for my video about 19 lies and 1 fact about Illinois. But last night, I decided to look up Robert Pershing Wadlow beyond a simple Google search of Illinois fun facts. So you've heard of the Ringling Brothers Circus, right? Good, because I hate the Ringling Brothers Circus and I don't feel like explaining them to you. Robert Wadlow got famous via the Ringling Brothers 1936 US tour as one of their freaks of nature or whatever. From there, he became famous in the Midwest through a bunch of random public appearances and, believe it or not, a lot of shoe commercials. He was well known for being incredibly strong. That is until the last year of his life, during which his health began to decrease rapidly. He actually had to walk around using leg braces during this period of time. However, unfortunately for Robert Wadlow, whoever made his leg brace made it incorrectly, which led to him getting a blister on his foot, and then that blister got infected, and then eventually that led to his death. Although in that person's defense, you have to imagine that they don't get asked every day to make leg braces for people who are 9 feet tall. Robert Wadlow is still remembered today via many life-size statues and actually even a few songs, and I mean, that's a level of fame that a lot of people try to seek and aspire to be, but considering that Robert Wadlow had to die at the age of 22 to get it, I'm not sure that's such a great payoff. I mean, I am 15 right now, so if I were Robert Wadlow, I would literally already be like 2/3 of the way for my entire life. It's even worse when you consider the world's tallest woman, whose name I am not going to attempt to pronounce. She grew to be 8 feet and 1 inch tall, which I mean, certainly because she's shorter than Robert Wadlow, she probably lived longer, right? Wrong, she died at the age of 17. But regardless, she will forever be known as the world's tallest woman. Unless another woman is born who grows to be taller than her, in which case she will be known as having been the world's tallest woman at some point. And whether you admit it or not, we all deep down have a great desire to forever be known as something. As humans, we have this unquenchable desire to feel like what we're doing matters and is not a waste of our time, which I mean, that makes sense. You don't want to be wasting your time. However, in modern times, this has arisen as the idea of being quote-unquote famous. But a lot of quote-unquote famous people seem to have some sort of trade-off to them that I would rather not take. For example, being the world's tallest man, but dying at age 22. You could be like Edgar Allan Poe and be famous and write a whole bunch of short stories and poems and stuff, but in the process, you're gonna have a very screwed up and tuberculosis-ridden existence. You could also become a famous reality TV star like the Kardashians, but that would result in you being like the Kardashians. Observing this pattern makes me very, very happy to not be quote-unquote famous and just kind of matter to people that, I actually care about and like. Now, I will admit that I have fantasized a couple times about this channel, blowing up and becoming famous and us being, the next Vlogbrothers or something. It's the YouTube bug. It bites and you can't avoid it. But do not get me wrong. I am 100% fine with this right now. The channel just feels like a lot more genuine and has a lot more feeling to it, and there's a lot less pressure involved because I'm not constantly being pressured to actually be good or else people will unsubscribe to me. And also, when you only have 20 free subscribers, you run absolutely no risk in the world of becoming the Kardashians. And I guess that's my monologue on why I don't feel like becoming famous. Question of the day! Okay, serious question here. Do any of you actually like the Kardashians? Because if you do, I probably just sorely offended you during this video, and I'm sorry, but the Kardashians. Abby, I sincerely hope that you live longer than Robert Wadlow, and I will see you tomorrow!